Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, we are going to talk about the pre-intermediate level. All right, so this is the English, especially focused on pre-intermediate. So if you are pre-intermediate, then this is going to be for you. So let's get into it without further ado. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So it says right here, it's English for pre-intermediate, all right? So what we will do today, how to answer trick questions 100% accurately. Like this is very important in your exam because if you are trying to tackle down a question or a problem, maybe you will need this skill to really answer every question effectively, all right? So this is what every student needs, how to avoid mistakes in reading questions. So we have like in English, we have 4 skills, right? So right here, we are going to look at reading questions, the reading skill, the reading category of the skill, 4 skills. And then how to avoid mistakes in these types of exercises, how to catch clues of the question. You will see a clue, you will see a question, and in that question, you will read details. You will read word by word until you really see what's going on. It's like you need to catch what's going on in the clue, in the question. You have to catch the clues. That's what it means. So we will look at that. And then another thing is we want to simplify what's going on in the question. So for example, if the question tells you that at least you have to be 5 years old, something like that, you know? So in this case, you try to simplify that into other words, which is a very essential skill to use when you get older, in when you advance to other levels, higher levels, all right? So this is called paraphrasing. It's very useful for your writing as well as your idea generation. We will look at that later on, but right now, what we want to do is we want to catch the clues by simplifying what we see in front of our eyes in the question, right? We want to change the words, we want to change the form, but not the meaning. You have to mean exactly the same. That's very important. Okay, so the tip right here, keep track of your performance after doing this, videos and daily practices. Keep track of your performance and your daily activities, okay? And compare it before and after. You will do amazing, we know, and then you get some inspiration from it, all right? So that's what you need to do. The best to do, all right? So next one is, this is the question, all right? This is question number 1. Read this by yourself and just keep in mind, how do you understand this? If you need, it's okay to write it down, what you think. How do you understand this? Try to simplify that as much as you can in the simplest words and as simplest terms possible. Maybe like in a few words. Okay, so take your time reading this. Pause the video right here if you need more time. Okay, so it says win a car, competition. The competition's name, like the type of competition, what you will win. What are you going to win if you really compete in that? And what are you going to expect from it? Entries, like what you need to enter this competition. Entries will only be accepted from people who are at least 18. How do you understand this? Okay, so this is the question number 1, and then let's try to simplify that. Before simplification, we will look at the clues, all right? So we will go to the key points, the key notes, which are the clues of the question. We will try to simplify that and then try to have 100% accuracy and try to answer effectively. All right, so let's take a look. This is the same question. We highlighted, I have highlighted the main clues of the question in light blue, all right, so that you can see very easily. Win a car competition. Entries will only be accepted, nothing else. Very important, they will only be accepted from people who are at least 18. All right, so simplify the whole meaning and see what you come up with. Okay, so this is your exercise, okay? So try to underline this by yourself, try to decode it, and then try to make it in your own meaning. Try to rewrite that, all right? Paraphrase it. at least 18. So you have to be minimum 18 in order to be able to compete in this competition or just participate and register for this competition. That's how it works. So another thing is we need to think about a little bit more about why these potential competitors, should be at least 18. So it's a little bonus task. Think of the possible reasons why the competition limits people over 18 years old in order to participate in this competition. We will look at that later. So this one is our simplification. So this is example of the simplification. It might or might not be the same as yours, but let's take a look anyway. Entries must be at least 18 years old to participate. Therefore, the margin for minimum age is 18. Okay, so that's the simplification of the whole question, like this one. Okay, so this is the simplification and a little bonus task. Okay, so I will give you an example. You have to think of other ideas, all right? So let's take a look at the question. So win a car competition, people have to be at least 18 in order to be able to compete in the competition. Now let's take a look. For people who are driving, they have to be at least 18, all right? So you get an idea of what's going on. Because if you are 18, if you are less than 18, you do not get a chance of really driving the car. Even if you won the car, it's not actually for you. It's going to be like you will have to wait until you are 18 to be able to drive the car. So in order not to have this situation in your case, in your scenario, they say that you have to be at least 18 in order to really win the car if you are the winner, and then actually drive it and actually use it for yourself because you are the competitor and this is your prize. This is what it means. So that is my example. Maybe if you have other ideas, that's going to be great. All right, so let's look at the options. Make sure you really remember the information in the question. So if you have to remember it more, feel free to go back this video and then just do it, all right? So, okay, so option A says, this competition is open to people over a certain age. What do you think about this one? Another thing is there is a maximum age limit for this competition. What do you think? Number C, only 18 years olds are allowed for this competition. So what do you think? Before we go to the simplification, which one is your answer? All right, so if you need more time, feel free to pause this video and then just take a moment thinking of that answer. Okay, so if you are ready, let's take a look at each of the options. Option A, this competition is open to people over a certain age. Now, what does the competition say? If you don't remember the information, it's okay, just go back to this video, all right? So, this competition is open to people over a certain age. What does this mean? A certain age, 18 years old. 18 years old. So it's like people who are 18 years old can really try to compete in this competition, participate in this competition. So it says people over 18. They have to be at least 18. So it's like a certain age limit, all right? This is a limit. So far, option A seems the best because this competition is only open to people over a certain age. Starting from 18 years old, you can literally go from 18 to all the way up because you are eligible to drive. Yeah, because you have a license. And then, number B, there is a maximum age limit for this competition. Is there a maximum age limit? No, we don't see anything. It doesn't say anything about at most, the most, something like that. You don't see anything that is limited for a maximum age limit. So no. Number C says only 18-year-olds are allowed for this competition. Is this the one? This is not actually the case because 18-year-olds, starting from 18 years old, you can go all the way up and everyone who is over 18 can join. And even from 18, they can join too. So it's like everyone, starting from 18 to all the way. It means everyone. So it's like not just 18-year-olds. They could be older, but not younger. Starting from 18, you can go all the way up. So this is totally wrong. Number B, only like even we don't even see anything that's related to maximum age limit. But this is more like an opposite option because it only says about minimum age limit, nothing about maximum. So minimum and maximum, they're quite opposite. And another thing is we don't even see anything about maximum age limit. So B and C canceled out. Number A is the correct answer. So does this answer match yours? Okay, so this is going to be our exercise number 1. So that is the end of our English for pre-intermediate level. So this is going to be for reading, okay? So in reading, we have looked at one question and its options, how to really simplify and paraphrase what's in it. And we looked at the clues of the question and also how to approach the questions with 100% accuracy, which is going to be very helpful for you in the main exam, if you are going to take the exam, of course. So that is what we did today, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, thank you so much for watching.